right, everybody, we're back. My next guest is, of course, the creator and the brutally honest judge on the popular series American Idol. Please welcome Simon Cowell. It's controversial to be Simon Cowell, because I announce you a lot. I would say 2/3 applause, 1/3 of the audience started ripping the seats out and booing.
Conan, I heard there was about 2 people who booed. You're exaggerating.
Those 2... Okay, now we've got 3/4.
Yeah, maybe not.
You weren't satisfied with 2. You had to move the number up. Now, I am a fan of yours. I watched the show last year, and I thought what I loved is it's something I never see on American television is someone there just telling the truth.
Yeah.
Saying what the home viewer's thinking. You believe you are doing a service to these people when you level with them that honestly and that brutally. Is that true?
A public service.
A public service.
Yeah. 2 kinds of services. One, to stop them wasting their lives.
Right.
Which is the service.
Right.
The public service is stopping anyone else having to listen to them sing.
Right.
So, you know, it's twofold.
Now, you have... No, I can see that. You're
thinking of you.
Yeah, yeah. You do have some very good insults. Do you prepare beforehand? I'm curious. You do come up with some good ones. Are you crafting these at home? Are you writing them? Are you up at night at a typewriter? Or do they come to you in the moment?
They come to you because you got to remember, first of all, you're seeing an edited show. So a lot of the time, there's absolutely nothing you can say other than get out.
Right.
Or stop.
Right.
You know, which doesn't make great TV if that's what you're seeing over and over again. But occasionally, you're inspired by their awfulness.
It makes you, they give you creativity with their horrible inability to sing.
Exactly.
What's an example, say, of a line you came up with that you were proud of in the moment?
Well, I've never actually been proud of anything as such. I mean, you know, 1 or 2 have made me laugh when I've seen them back. There was one particular girl that you may remember from the first series. She was in Texas and she sung... Well, I think it was Lady Marmalade, but it was like nothing I've ever heard in my life. And she was so bad, and we were literally speechless. And I said, to be sarcastic to her, have you ever had singing lessons? Thinking, obviously, the answer's going to be no.
Right.
And she said yes. And the first thought that came into my mind was, well, if you've had singing lessons, get a lawyer and sue the singing teacher.
Right,
that made me laugh, yeah.
You didn't laugh in her face, I hope. You didn't say it and go...
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Can you tell before they even start to sing if they're going to be bad or not? Can you see... Okay, how can you tell?
Because it's like a form of madness, you see. And, I mean, it's true. It is. There was a guy who came on yesterday, and actually I felt quite bad when I watched back the clip, but he walked in, he was about 5 foot tall, and he was dressed in a yellow suit. You remember the guy? And, you know, that kind of says to me, you know what? That is not the future of American pop music. It's that kind of thing. And sometimes you can be surprised, but, you know, you do tend to know. And there is a kind of a weird look, you know, a lot of the bad ones have. And it's this total...
So you can see in their eyes that they're not talented?
Yes. It's like what... You know, I was saying to someone earlier on, you know, we live in a society now where we are in a fame epidemic. And I think in 5 years' time there will be a medical term for this, like non-singitis or something. I don't know. But, you know, it's really strange because all these people, and 90% of them are crazy, they just believe that they are going to be superstars and they have absolutely zero talent at all. And this show is to say, no, you haven't.
You know what's interesting is, and I've encountered this a lot, when I walk on the street, a lot of times there's throwing of rocks and there's name-calling, but there's also... Kids come up to me, kids like in their early 20s or late teens come up to me, they go like, dude, put me on your show. And I'll say, what do you do? I don't know, just put me on your show. They want to be famous and feel they should be famous, but they don't. That was Vinnie Barbarino.
Okay.
I watched the show and I really believe that I could make it past the first round. If I was a complete, I really do. I really feel that if you had never seen, if you didn't know who I was, I really do. I look at it and I think I'd get past the first round.
Okay, you do it.
Okay. This is just going to be a little snippet because we don't have a lot of time. Kenny Rogers, the gambler.
Okay.
In somewhere in the darkness, a gambler, he broke even. But just before he left that bound, and ish I could key, he wanna send my saba.
No.
No. Was it the I'm gonna say my Did you like that? Because no one's doing that, and I'm gonna think that's my hook.
If I'm honest with you, I would be discussing your hair.
You think the hair's all wrong?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with the hair?
It's really high,
folks,
yeah.
how are ya? Look at that. I have total control over it. You don't think it's good?
It's just high.
It's a little too high.
Yeah, and
So bring the hair down.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
where I would start, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it wasn't great, though.
Okay. Could you see it in my eyes before I started to sing? Was
Yes.
there a look of madness?
Total.
Perfect. What about, I have to ask this. You and Paula Abdul.
Yeah.
There's a tension there.
Yes.
There's a lot of sniping back and forth.
Yes.
At first, I thought this might be contrived to help the show. Is it contrived?
No.
You don't like Paula Abdul.
No.
You're saying it like a bad little boy. You don't like her, and so it's real. You guys just don't get along. Do you hang out with her after the show? Do you guys go and grab a bud somewhere and talk?
I've got into a lot of trouble for things I've said about Paula, so you know what? I won't say anything else about her. She's a very good judge.
I think you're being sincere.
Thank you. Can you see it in my eyes?
I can see in your eyes that you're very sincere when you say you love her deeply.
I really do.
All right, we're going to take a little break. We will have more with Simon Cowell in just a moment, so stick around.